Today is June 16th, and we have been out of the field since Friday. Friday was the last day that we cut. Rained that night, so unfortunately that kind of stopped our progress. We were getting along pretty good, but it also gave us the opportunity to go to the Woodward Elks Rodeo. We don't get to do that very often. It used to be in July, so we hadn't gone well, I'd never gone. And Dylan hadn't been since high school until just a few years ago. They actually moved the rodeo from July into June. So that was about the second time I've gone, and the kids have gone, and the second time Dylan has gone since high school. So that was really nice. Got to visit with some friends, and the boys got to see their buddies. And so that was kind of nice. Ended up raining again that evening, so we didn't work on Sunday either. So we had some time. Dylan and Colston went that day to go to Great Bend and get our grain cart. We'd purchased earlier in the year, but since it was in Kansas, we just told the guy we wouldn't pick it up till we got down here. So since we've taken it clear to North Dakota, just to turn around and bring it back to Oklahoma. So he was gracious enough to let us do that. So we had to get a different trailer. Since we got the cart, it ended up being too big for our equipment trailer. So we're leasing a trailer from Horizon Equipment out of Hayes, and so that worked out really good. We got a triple axle step deck, and now they're actually taking the duals off of the tractor and moving them out, just giving them a little bit extra space so that they're not rubbing on the trailer when we're loading it, and so that will be what they're doing back there. Riggin and I switched out the lift guards with the new headers. We got the F2s now. They're got a little bit different sickle and things on them, so we had to change the back part of our lift guards. So that took a little while since there's quite a few for each header. So that's what we've been doing today. We've had one of our old hired hands had come by and visited with us. He's doing some of our jobs for us in Moreland. He's kind of doing his first year on harvest. He bought his own combine and truck, and so he's helping us out with some jobs over there. He just stopped by actually again today and needed some pullers for one of his bearings and stuff. He had a breakdown, so he came over and used some of Dylan's tools. So he just got that put back together, and they headed back out to their field. So it's kind of what we've been going on here in the last few days.
Wow, didn't go very far.
Regan found him a whistle sucker. He saw it on a commercial the other day, and I told him they were real, so he finally found one.
This weather just will not let up. Today is June 18th, and it's a sunshiny day, but it's really humid. We got a lot more rain last night. We got cutting about 2 o'clock yesterday, and we're shut off about 9 when it started raining. So yesterday I had a fun little experience. I was taking my Mack truck into the elevator to dump, and as I was turning in the intersection, it just died. So I'm sitting in the middle of the most busy intersection in Alva, the one right before Walmart, and I'm taking up basically 4 lanes of traffic because it just died right there. So I'm sitting there, I call Dylan, he starts to head this direction, but before he gets there, some nice gentleman hooked onto me and pulled me out of the way. So that was interesting. Still not really sure what's going on with this truck, but a little frustrating. We haven't had this many issues in 17 years, and now we've had several with this truck since putting the new engine in. So a little disappointing. But all it was, like, he just somehow lost fuel pressure, so he primed it with the pump there on the side and got it going again, but not really sure. That's the second time that's happened with that, so besides the injector problems we've been having. So I'm not really sure what's going on, so hopefully we can get that figured out, because that, I mean, honestly could have been really bad. Luckily I had the green arrow, so it was my turn to go, but had I tried to do that without the green arrow and died, I could have had pulled out in front of oncoming traffic. So not good at all. So back in the back, the boys, we bought that air compressor there on the combine trailer. They are making a bracket to put on our dolly, so that'll be easier to take to the field when we are ready to blow combines and stuff off. So they're building that right now. Then I'm not sure that we'll get to cut today. The weather is sunshiny and the wind is out, but we did get quite a bit, so probably won't get to start till sometime tomorrow. My parents are going to make the trip up to Alva tomorrow, so they'll be here sometime late afternoon. Going to spend the weekend, and then so I haven't seen them in a while, so that'll be nice. I haven't seen my daddy in quite a while. I got to see my mom, I guess, over the break when I went down to watch my niece run in the state track meet. So looking forward to that, and we'll continue through and see what all the rest of the day brings.
Good morning. Today is June 23rd, and I just finished filling my truck, so I'm fixing to head back to the elevator. I had to just get in the cart for a little bit. Colson's combine broke down, so they headed over to the parts trailer, which is just parked in the farmer's yard. Dylan has the parts, so they're on their way back to get that fixed. So I would say that they're going to get that up and running in the next 30 minutes or so. Riggin is about to finish up this field, and that will finish us up here in Alva, and then we'll move over to Tacoma. Tacoma's not very far, so we'll keep our campers in the same place and then just drive in the mornings over to the farm. My parents came up last weekend, so that was really great. They both rode around in the truck with me, and then also in the combines with the boys. My mom was really nice and brought some homemade dinner, so that was our first homemade meal out in the field. Since I'm in the field, we pretty much just get whatever restaurant we order that day, and I bring that back out once I leave the elevator. So that was really nice for her to bring that. She brought spaghetti casserole and homemade cookies, so we're thankful for that and enjoyed the time with them. I'm fixing to take this load in. I've been able to keep up with one truck, so I've been doing all that. So I have well over 50 truck loads just by myself. Dylan has had to take in 2 just to keep us from getting too backed up. The line got a little long, so he brought in 2. But other than that, I've been able to keep up pretty well. We've enjoyed having the bigger cart. This is our new cart. We got a Haul Master. Holds 1,300 bushels, so it's quite a bit bigger than our other one. So with that being said, instead of having to go ahead and dump on that second truck just to be able to keep the combines running, we can hold it all until I get back, and then he just pretty much, as soon as I get back to the field, he loads me and I go again. So far it's been working. We'll see once we get a little further away from the elevators how that will go. But as of right now, the 4 of us are keeping up, and everybody's able to stay in one rig this time. So we've been fighting a little bit of mud when we first started. As you can see, the grain cart's got some mud with the rain when we very first started here in Alva, but that's kind of dried up. It's been super hot and very, very windy. So the boys are taking precautions and blowing off the machines pretty regularly and just making sure that everything's staying cool and doing that type of stuff. So hopefully we can prevent a fire. So I guess we'll just kind of see how things go from here and continue to follow along with it. Guess there's a first time for everything. I got the grain cart stuck, so we're trying to get some weight off of it. Today is June 25th, and it's mid-morning, and the boys just got everything serviced, and had to pull the grain cart out, got stuck again. So it's actually over here, we moved from Alva to Tacoma, and so it's a little bit more muddy here wheat is actually making 90. We just cut a dry land field that made 91. The field we're currently on right now is making in the 70s. So with the crop being so thick, the wind and sun has not really made it all the way to the ground. So it's still a little bit soggy here. So we've had a little bit of issues. I got the grain cart stuck the other day. Got stuck last night. Colson got the combine stuck yesterday. So we've had a little bit more issues here. We have one of Colston's friends here is driving the grain cart now. I was not able to keep up with one truck. We're only like less than 10 miles from the elevator, but I was not able to get there and get back or even drive both trucks. So he's came over to help us. So he's been doing a really great job. This is his first time doing that. So we started out yesterday just having him drive the tractor and then kind of just watching us dump. And before the day was over, he was going ahead and dumping everything and filling the trucks really well. So he's done a great job. Riggin has a friend riding around with him. Yesterday my day started at 4 o'clock. So I ran over to Tologa and got his friend. And so it started pretty early so I could get back in time to take the truck into town and be back when they started cutting. So I left the house about 4:30 and drove over there and picked him up, and then stopped by and got some parts that we had dropped off somewhere else, and then got back over here. So Keenan's going to stay with us for about 3 days. So we should be finishing up unless we get some other work here probably this weekend if the rain doesn't catch us first. So then we'll be moving up to Kansas. So that's kind of where we are right now. When you're not going to be around a Walmart for a while, you stock up. Good morning. It is June 30th and we are just fixing to go to Kansas with our first load. We had plans on leaving at 5 o'clock this morning just so we could get there, unload and get back. But as you can see the clouds, it was pouring down rain at 5 o'clock this morning until about 7. So we opted to just wait it out. Driving wide loads on a nice day is stressful enough, so we just thought we will just go ahead and wait for it to stop raining and then we'd head on down the road. So since it's almost 8 now, we'll more than likely just drive halfway back and probably spend the night. We'll just have to wait and see about what time it is and where we are and how everybody's feeling as far as driving all the way back to Alva. We've had several rain delays here, so the boys got to go fishing, they went swimming, they played some pool, so they've had a little bit of time off, and I got to do some actual summer activities. My sister's planning on coming with her girls and my mom up to visit us in Kansas this weekend over the 4th, so I'm looking forward to that. We've been fighting a little bit of mud here also with the rain delays and stuff, so before we loaded everything, both combines and the tractor got to go to the car wash and get a good spray down and get all that extra mud and excess stuff off, so they are looking pretty good now. And so hopefully we can get down the road with no problems, and we'll be getting to start harvesting pretty soon. St. Francis has had the same rains here as Alva, so when we get up there we may not get to start cutting right away, but we'll just kind of wait and see how things go and how the weather holds out. Good morning. Today is July 1st and we are just fixing to head out with our second load. It's hard to believe that we're just leaving Oklahoma in July. So we made it yesterday fine with our first load. We got there and unloaded. We had to take a different route. Our normal route had some road construction on it, so they're redoing a bridge and we were too wide for that restriction. So we found a different route, and then on our way on that one, we found a different bridge that was very low. Luckily, Dylan was paying attention and he saw the sign for the height, and we measured and made sure. He ended up having to take one of our beacons off and switching down the ladder stairs to the combines, and we fit, barely, but we fit under it.
That bridge is too low for the cart, so we'll have to take a different route again today. My cart with the new trailer and stuff is taller than the one we had last year, so we'll have to do some revisions on our route today. We got home last night about 12:30 and showered, and everybody got into bed around 1, and then we were up again this morning at 5, so it was a very short night, and so we're all kind of tired, but we should get there today and get unloaded, and should be cutting by this afternoon.